Well, the United States is expected to send a new and longer-range weapon to Ukraine. The ground-launched small-diameter bomb can send missiles more than 150 kilometres. It's roughly double the range of Ukraine's current longest-range weapon. That would enable the Ukrainian army to attack Russian forces from a greater distance and far behind enemy lines. The weapon is jointly made by the American aerospace company Boeing and Sweden's Saab.
A debate about sending battle tanks to Ukraine has erupted in Belgium, even though its military has no extra tanks to send. That's because one private citizen has a warehouse full of them. The CEO of a Belgian weapons manufacturer says he's willing to sell his store of German-made Leopard 1 tanks to the government, though they would need quite a bit of fixing up.
In this warehouse in rural Belgium, dozens of Leopard 1 tanks sit unused among a catalogue of military paraphernalia. They belong to Freddie Versluis, the CEO of a defence company who purchased them from the Belgian government in 2014.
A summit between Ukrainian and European leaders is due to get underway in Kyiv shortly as Ukraine tries to accelerate its bid to join the EU. President Zelensky said his country deserved to start talks this year and that closer ties would inspire his forces to resist the Russian invasion. But EU officials say much still needs to be done before Ukraine is ready for accession. Instead, they're likely to offer more arms and money and better access for Ukrainian products to the EU market. The meeting comes as Russian forces step up their offensives in the south and east of the country.
French naval forces have seized thousands of assault rifles, machine guns, and anti-tank missiles in the Gulf of Oman. And according to officials, this assignment coming from Iran was heading to Yemen's Houthi rebels. This is the latest interaction amid Yemen's long-running war. However, Iran did not immediately acknowledge the seizure. The announcement comes as Iran faces increasing Western pressure over its shipment of drones to Russia in its war against Ukraine. The seizure occurred on January 15th in the Gulf of Oman.
'The US Department of Defense says it's tracking what's believed to be a Chinese surveillance balloon that entered American airspace 2 days ago. The military considered shooting it down over the state of Montana, but was concerned that falling debris could hit someone. The Canadian authorities have also released a statement about high-altitude surveillance balloon and say they are working with US partners. And this is the first image we've received believed to be of the balloon. It hasn't been independently verified, though. The Department of Defense says it was most certainly launched by China, but there has been no word yet from Beijing.
11,317 Nigerians from the Niger Delta have filed a damages claim against the energy giant Shell. Over a dozen institutions have also bid for compensation for loss of livelihood and damage caused by devastating oil spills during Shell's operations in the region.